Hi, welcome to Qigem. I'm Jem, and today I'm going to be doing a form called the Jade Path. So we're going to do a whole little practice together. Today's practice is going to focus on upping your mental clarity and quieting overthinking and worry. So hopefully that will help you guys to kind of ease anxiety and focus on being in the moment. That's what we're going for. It's usually what we're going for with Qigong, but we'll pay special attention to it today. So hope you guys are feeling all right. We're going to start with a little warm up and stretching, and then we'll get into the form, and then we'll do some longevity and closing exercises to soak in that chi that we gathered and do a little more focus on that mental clarity. So let's get going. We'll start by warming up as per usual. So just do a bit of shaking the warm up. If you want to do jumping jacks or anything like that, that's always good. But just get your body moving so that, and warm a little bit so that when you stretch, you don't pull anything. So definitely do not want that. Hope you guys are feeling all right today. The exercise we're doing today, the Jade Path exercise, it is for mental clarity. I created this form myself, and it's been working pretty well for me. So hopefully I can share it with you guys and it'll help you. That's what I'm going for here. I like to create my own forms as I feel what my body is doing and see that it needs something that I really haven't found anywhere else, or at least, when you get deep into Qigong, your body kind of tells you what to do at times once you have the basic stance and everything down. And if you listen to it, you're able to help it even more. So pay attention to your energy flow and just be aware that practicing over and over and over any form will eventually lead to more doors and energy flows opening within you. So let's get into the stretching. Pull your neck to the side gently, getting that side stretch. Starting to breathe deeply into our Dantian, the energy center 2 inches behind our navel. Other side. Make sure you're just being very gentle with your muscles as you stretch. Pull it forward. Move it a little bit, getting those muscles at the back of your neck and down near your spine a little bit. Roll your shoulders back about 5 times and forward. Really squeezing them, really feeling those muscles start to loosen up and relax. Then we'll go with big circles, opening our chest, breathing even deeper, and forward. And then pull an arm across to get those triceps and shoulders. Feeling the back of your arm and shoulder open. Feeling energy flow in. And then Even a little more of a stretch if you kind of hug your arm like this. Cradle it in your other elbow. The other one. Start to listen to your breathing as much as you can. Pull your arm up. We'll get this and down here a little bit. Lean over to get that stretch a little more. Definitely needed the stretching today. How are you guys feeling? Hopefully all right. Okay, get into our legs now. So spread your feet wide, keep your knees soft. Reach down. Pull, getting that lower back, shoulders. Swing your arms a little bit, really feel that movement. Loosen up those shoulders. Lean over to the side and lean back a little bit as you do, getting that inner thigh and back of the knee and back of the thigh. And then the other side. Then we'll get into our horse stance. Remember not to overextend your knees over your toes. If you're not comfortable in this position, I just like to do this stretch to get those inner thighs because they can get pretty tight sometimes. But make sure you're always listening to your body and don't push it too far because we don't want to hurt ourselves. We're here to help, not to hurt. So if you ever feel dizzy from breathing too hard, if your body's ever like, hey, stop what you're doing, then stop and reevaluate and modify a little bit. You can do these exercises sitting down, lying down, or even just purely in your head with visualization. Stretch our quads, imagine roots coming from your feet and going into the ground. And then other side. Picture those roots. Really does help me with this stretch. All right. And then we'll go down to the floor and tuck one foot in, reach out and touch the other foot. It's a great leg stretch. And the other one. Breathing deeply into that, really listening to our bodies today. We want to stop our overthinking today, so I'll talk a little less and we're just going to try to quiet our minds and focus on what our bodies are doing instead of being all up here. So place one foot over the other, pull your back around a little bit, and look over your shoulder to stretch out that back, glute, and thigh. And the other side. And then last, we'll do our butterfly stretch. Second to last, I guess. Have your legs forward a bit. This is my variation. Do it to the extent you're able to and that feels comfortable. Put your head down to your feet. Stretching that back, shoulders, if you push your scapula and back up a little bit as you do this. Bring your feet in a little more. Head down, getting those hip flexors. You can massage your feet a little bit while you're here too. I recommend foot massage is really good for you in Qigong, and maybe I'll do a video on that soon if you guys are interested, and just show you how to stimulate some of those acupressure points and get a little more healing going. Sorry, make sure you're pulling your feet all the way in that you can and going as low as you can to finish off this stretch. And then push your feet out in front of you and lock your fingers under your knees. Stretch those shoulders and back. Roll your shoulders back. And we're done with stretching. Awesome. All right, now that we're a bit loosened up, feeling good, we're going to make sure, well, let's do our opening bow. So feet together, make sure you're balanced, bring your hands together and bow. Breathe in and out, opening our practice. Place your hands over your dantian, over your navel, right hand over left for men, left over right for women. If you're somewhere in between, just do whichever feels best. Inhale and open, feeling the energy of your dantian expand, and exhale. Stepping out slowly so that your feet are shoulder width apart. Make sure we're in our Qigong stance. So feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing forward, parallel to each other, knees soft, spine being pulled down and curved a bit into the ground. Head being pulled up, your chin will naturally tuck in to straighten that neck. We just want our spine to be as straight as we can get it. So feel that tension from the top and from the bottom to really pull it straight. Make sure the tip of your tongue is just behind your front teeth where your palate meets your teeth. Have your shoulders loose. Keep your armpits open a bit. Imagine your organs are being lifted up and cradled as your spine is straight, and that'll help keep your spine straight and also help you breathe into your dantian. As you breathe into your dantian, you want it to expand and then contract to your belly right there. So expand and contract as you breathe in and out of your nose, and then keep your fingers open so that energy can flow in through there as well. And we're ready to get started. So our form today is the Jade Path. And Jade generally stands for purity and purifying and gentleness and tranquility. And so I thought that was a good thing to focus on, because when we're overthinking, it seems like we can't find our way, right? Like the path before us is clouded or cluttered with old debris and brush. Or there's a lot of obstacles in front of us that we have to step over or kick out of the way, right? So now with this form, we're going to imagine a path before us made of jade, a brilliant green stone path that just moves forward easily and that we can simply step upon, and it's smooth and cool beneath our feet, taking us through the difficulty easily and just letting us move forward and focus on exactly where we are. So that's what we're picturing before us. So we're going to start by moving or picturing that path. So our first movement is going to be stepping forward and then moving our hand from side to side, kind of in a silk rilling motion, and then bringing it back in to bring in that gentle, pure energy and letting it settle. So we'll start with this foot, which will be your left foot, and breathe in and out, stepping forward, moving our hand outward, over, exhaling as you lean forward just a little bit, and then inhaling, bringing in that cool energy, sinking it down into our body. And then the other leg, breathe out then, breathe out now, and inhale, exhale, and inhale as you step, exhale, inhale that cool energy, exhale, letting it move down your body. Feel your feet connecting to the ground, connecting to the stone. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. We'll do one more on each foot. Inhale, exhale. Connecting our mind to our heart, to our dantian. That cool green energy. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, mind to heart to dantian, that cool energy. And we'll settle that energy. Inhale and exhale down. All right. The next movement we're going to do is clearing the way on the sides of the path. So we're in our Qigong stance, and then we're going to tilt our back foot and step forward. We'll do one side at a time. You want your feet to be at a 45-degree angle, knees loose, shoulders lined up with your hips. I'll kind of show you from the front. This is more of a traditional Kung Fu movement. This is a general Kung Fu stance if you get into punching and stuff like that. But today we're using it to clear the way. So make sure you have a little room behind you because we're going to be reaching backward a little bit and a little room in front of you. And we're going to move up and down on our knees if you feel comfortable, and move our hands in a circle, starting at our shoulders. So your shoulders are going to be doing most of the movement, and your hands, your arms and hands just kind of follow along, gently moving along as if you're the wind. We're going to sink down a little bit. We'll breathe in and out. In, out. In. Have a little smile on your face, and then move your head along with your hands. One more. In and out. Gently step back. We'll switch to the other side with the other foot forward now. Remember, feet at a 45-degree angle, knees soft, and we'll go in and out, following the hands with our gaze. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. One more. Inhale. Bring it back to the center, settling that energy, letting it flow down like bright green light into the ground. All right, our next movement, we're going to start connecting a little more to our legs, because when we're overthinking, it means we need a bit more grounding. So now we're going to connect our feet to the path beneath us. So we're going to step forward with one foot and move forward a little bit, making sure we have a wide enough stance and we're stable enough, and our knee is not overextending past our foot. We're just leaning forward a little bit, moving our hands forward and bringing in energy, and then sending it down. So exhale, connecting to the jade stone, and inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Make your shoulders a little wider now to open your chest. Inhale. Exhale, because we also want to connect to our heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. And inhale. Then the other side. Stepping out gently. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Out. In, connecting to that stone. Last one. Let that energy flow down through your organs, your hips, your knees, your ankles, out your feet, back into the path to be refreshed and renewed. Right. Hopefully you guys are feeling that a little bit. So our next one is going to be with overthinking, a lot of times it's called wind in the head in Chinese medicine, meaning you just have too much air element in your head, which overthinking definitely feels like that. Sometimes you're just like, ah, and everything's kind of in a little tornado. But so we're going to, with this next exercise, try to settle that a little bit. So what we're going to do, I've showed you guys this longevity practice before, but we're going to work it into our practice now. So with this movement, we're going to cover our ears, but don't do it quite yet because I'm going to just describe what we're doing. So we'll cover our ears and have our arms wide open like this. We're going to be flicking the back of my brackets will stay in place, flicking the back of our neck right here, and while our ears are covered. And you should hear a nice thunderous sound clearing the way in your head and neck, and it also loosens your neck muscles. So it's just a great exercise overall. And so, sorry, my cat's right here just lounging around, being pretty adorable. Right out of camera view, I'm sorry. Okay, so we're gonna be flicking our fingers, covering our ears in our Qigong stance, and then we'll lean down and look at the opposite ankle while we do that, keeping our knees pointing forward, just bending at our waist and squeezing our organs a little bit while we are beating that drum. We're trying to get the energy down out of our head a little bit because we just have some excess energy there, and down, move it down our body. The organ that we're kind of focusing on today is the spleen and the stomach, because when we empower that, it brings everything back to the center and we can feel a lot better concerning overthinking. So cover your ears, start flicking, and breathe in, out. In. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, last one. Lower those hands down. Hopefully your mind feels more clear after that. Inhale. Exhale, settling that energy from your head to your heart, to your dantian, and sending it all the way down your legs, into the stone beneath you, through the balls of your feet. And let energy come back up through the balls of your feet. Refresh you from below as well. All right. The next one we're going to do is going to be in our horse stance. So if you feel comfortable with this, go for it. Just make sure you're not extending your knees over your toes again. but just do it to the degree you are able to. What we're going to do is simply breathe in, moving up, standing up a little bit, and breathe out, going down. And if you can't do the leg movement, don't worry about it. We're just recentering, making sure we are bringing energy back to our center. So inhale, moving from our shoulders, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Expanding our stomach as we're breathing, contracting as we exhale. We'll do one more. Then carefully bringing our feet back together, rubbing our palms together a little bit to warm them. Shake those legs out if you need to. And last is lighting the path. So now that we've cleared the brush away and our path is before us, we see it light up so that we can follow it forward easily and clearly and just take it step by step. So get into your Qigong stance, and we're just simply going to be moving our hands from our stomach and then have them moving outward like this, and then around kind of in a teardrop shape. So forward and then around and back. We'll just do that a few times, stepping out with each foot in turn. So exhaling as we go out, inhaling as we go in. And just keep an eye on your balance as we do this. So exhale, inhale. Seeing that path light up before us. And then back into our Qigong stance. Inhale. One more time. Send energy out to the universe, shooting it into space. Inhale, bringing it in through our head. Hold your breath for 3 seconds, and then exhale, connecting our head energy to our heart energy, down to our dantian, down our legs, knees, ankles, feet, in to the stone beneath us, ready to move forward. All right. So hope that was beneficial to you guys. Now we're going to focus our energy for just a little bit on our spleen and stomach area so that we can really amplify this practice and make sure we've done everything we can to really ground ourselves and settle that overthinking. So place your hands in a diamond shape over your stomach, which is just at the base of your ribs right in this area. And see that there, we're going to do the healing sound for that area. Starting it off almost silent and then moving it louder and then going silent again. And we're going to keep going. So that's who. Ready? Inhale. Letting that settle, bringing our palms together, pressing them together. And as you know, at the end of most practices, we pat our body with limp hands and wrists to really soak in that chi that we've built up. But we're going to start by patting our stomach and spleen to make sure the energy got into there. So I want you to have a soft fist with this, and we'll just use the front of the fist. So don't like punch yourself in the stomach, but just keep it really flat and just pound it against your stomach like this. And if just doing one hand is more comfortable for you, do that. If you want to alternate, that's good too. In fact, let's alternate and get our gorilla style going on a little bit. So breathe in, pat, holding your stomach a little bit tight, breathing out a little bit if you can. Keep breathing as you go. If you need to stop in between patting, that's fine. This one's a little weird with breathing and obviously a little weird with talking, as you can hear my voice right now. But we really want to stimulate that stomach and spleen. And this will also help your digestion. So focus on that and exhale that energy down. That feels good. All right, let's see what's our time doing. Okay, I think we're going to finish a little early today. So we'll do some longevity exercises too, which are great for all of this. So let's rub our hands together. Feeling that warmth build in our palms. Letting energy start coming out of our palms. And move your hand up and over your face 8 times, soaking in energy to your face. Then we're going to move to our head. Take your fingertips and with that limp wrist motion, so you really get a good tapping. I don't know if you can hear, but you should hear a little tapping as you go. Tap the center of your head and then down and around the crown of your head to the front. So down and around. And we'll do that 8 times. Around, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, we already did our beating the drum exercise, and my head is definitely feeling a lot clearer. I don't know about you guys. Hopefully this helped. Let's massage our ears from the top to the bottom. There's tons of energy points in our ears, so just get those. Try to get every little piece of your ear as you do this. Plus, it's just very relaxing. Pulling those lobes down too, stretching your ear out. Don't worry, ears are very flexible, so you can really loosen them up. And then we'll take our pointer fingers and put them in our ears, move them around a little bit, and then pull them back like this to make a little tiny popping sound and clear that. So do that 8 times. Nice. Now grab your earlobes, and if you're comfortable with the horse stance, great. We're going to be going down and up like this. If not, you can do this sitting down, lying down, whatever, but we're going to pull our earlobes down as we go down and make a ha sound, really drawing in our stomach quickly as we do that, pressing that breath outward. So ready, inhale. Ha! 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 Okay. And then we'll move back to our face. So take your, I'll get closer so you guys can really see what I'm doing here. Take your thumb knuckle and press it into the corner of your eye. Not quite the corner of your eye, but right here. You can feel probably a little tiny bump right where your eye socket is, right on your skull. And that's an energy point. So get it right there and then roll your knuckles forward 8 times and then backward 8 times. And then place your thumb in that exact same spot, and we're going to pull our fingers across our eyebrows 8 times. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then under our eyes 8 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then take your palms and place them over your eyes and watch me first though. Place them over your eyes and then take them away suddenly, opening your eyes and your mouth too as suddenly as you can, looking at the ground. So inhaling and then exhaling as you do it. We'll do that 8 times. Okay. Ladies, take your right hand men, your left hand, if you're somewhere in between, whichever hand is more comfortable, and massage the bridge between your eyes 8 times. Loosen that up. All right. Now rub the knives of your palms, well, the front knives of your palms. Usually this is the knife of your palm, but together to get a little bit of heat there if you can feel it. And then we're going to place them on either side of our nose and shoot upward 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hair is doing fun things. Now take your hands and right between your middle and pointer finger, go on either side of your ear and move that up and down 8 times. And then take the same knives of your hands that you used before, go across your upper lip and below your lower lip and move in opposite directions 8 times. And then take your pointer fingers and smile and frown. Force your mouth to smile and frown 8 times. All right. And then we're going to start to gather a little saliva in our mouth. In Qigong, saliva is very important and is full of vital life energy. And so we're going to gather it with this exercise and then mindfully swallow it. And it's just to really nourish your body. So clack your teeth together 36 times. And when you're done with that, don't swallow your saliva yet. We're going to turn our tongue around, running it across our top teeth and then bottom teeth with our mouth closed 8 times counterclockwise, 8 times clockwise. Again, don't swallow your saliva yet. Mm-hmm. All right, now mindfully gather your saliva into a bowl and see it in your mind's eye lit up brilliantly white. And then separate it into, you'll swallow a third of it, and then the second third, and then the third, and just picture each third as it goes down lit up and then nourishing your body as it goes down. And then take your hand, right hand if you're a woman, left hand if you're a man, if you're in between, whichever is more comfortable. So run your fingers down your throat 8 times. And then take your thumb of that same hand and put it in the divot right at where your collarbones meet and move it around 8 times. And then take your hands and kind of form little pointy mouths like this and feel right under your collarbone, pretty much where, well, right here, and just kind of tap in that area 8 times. Nice. I'll give you a little extra energy too. All right, and then we're going to take our hand and tap our opposite shoulder of that hand, and then tap our kidney with our other hand, and do that 8 times. Other way. And then we're going to do the rest of our tapping. So have those limp wrists and go down the outside of your arm and up the inside 3 times. Other arm. And then we're going to move down our front 3 times. And then take your hands and form fists again. We're going to use our outside hammer fist and move down the outside of our legs and then up the inside of our legs. This is the yang aspect of our leg, and the inside is the yin. So do that 3 times. And then get inside those hips as well, those hip joints. Loosen that area. And then find your tailbone and use the back of those fists to hit your tailbone. Get some energy going there, little vibration up. The vibrations in Qigong with the hitting are to stimulate those organs and those bones and really get vitality into your body. Really, you know, it's basically self-massage, but it's just very stimulating and healthy for your skin, for your muscles, for your bones. It's just good to do in general. And hopefully you can feel that it gets a lot of tension out of your body as well. All right. We're also going to do a knee exercise today. So if your knees are feeling pretty good, great, follow along. If they're feeling a little weird today, maybe don't do this, or just do it very, very gently. Just listen to your body and do what it's telling you. So we'll have our feet together. We'll put our hands over our knees, and then we're going to move them around either way, 8 times one way and then 8 times the other way. Breathing deeply as we do. The other way. So really help your knee joints and keep them healthy. Right. And then for the last one, we're going to take the ball of our foot and tap that into the ground 8 times. And I just remembered one more. Let's also stimulate our kidneys a little bit, because your kidneys are one of the most important organs, and you want to make sure they're always clear because lots of energy runs through them since they're right by your spine. So we're going to take the back of our knuckles again and massage our kidneys, getting a little bit of friction and heat there, and then cup your hands, and we're going to pat energy 8 times into the kidneys. And then kind of Massage that and make sure they're feeling a little bit warm and good. Lots of energy flowing to them. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our practice today. Hope you feel a little more settled and less like you're overthinking, and hopefully your path is clear before you. Let me know if you guys have any special requests for lessons you would like to learn or problems you would like to focus on. I always welcome that. I accept tips at paypal.me/qigem. If you're feeling like you want to thank me for what I'm doing here, but I'm always happy to have you guys practice with me. It feels good for me. Hopefully it's helping you. And subscribe, tell your friends, comment if you enjoyed what we did today. I'm going to be streaming live again tomorrow, probably more around 10 o'clock, as I have an appointment a little earlier in the day. So we'll do 10 o'clock, maybe even a little shorter practice, but don't worry, I'll still make it plenty powerful, and look forward to it. So let's bring our feet together, breathe in, settle our energy down, circle around 8 times, shake it to seal that energy, and we'll do our closing bow. Exhale down. All right. You guys be well. Thank you again. We'll see you later.